because there's a lot of interesting experiences. I'm going to hand over the moderation to Word Rubin from Wageningen University, and Word is going to introduce the group that's going to share experiences and lessons. Thanks.
Thanks, John, and thanks for all your presentation, because I think that has been very helpful for framing the issue.
I don't think your mic is on.
Is it? It should be.
There's a green light.
There is a green light.
Okay.
So thanks for this framing. Just two remarks why the Dutchman is interested in public-private partnership or stakeholder partnership. It took us about 9 months to make a multi-stakeholder government in the Netherlands, but it was just inaugurated last week. But let's say we are a country of coalitions, because we have many very small fractions, and they have some problems of getting let's say a workable relationship. But at the very end, it always works, and it has to work, because the oldest tradition in multi-stakeholder cooperation was in our battle against the water and the management of the water boards. So that is not easy to translate automatically to nutrition, and that's what we have to do now. So the issue now on the table, and Nelly will introduce that, is what type of governance regimes and what type of motivations might be on the table for public-private stakeholders and civic ones. I think you rightly included those as well. Can be helpful to foster, let's say, improvements and innovations in food systems, both at the private sector side. We called that this morning in our meeting responsible innovation, but also, let's say, in a more indirect pathway in influencing policies and influencing civic society advocacy towards improved food system. So our procedure is that Nelly Vessé will start. Nelly is worked with the IFC World Bank and has a long trajectory in agribusiness development within the bank and within IFC, but also in innovation management in private sector. So I think you have the best experience of all of us, in fact, but your time is limited, and then we go to the 3 minutes type of teaser statements.
Good day, everybody. So I was asked to start with the private sector experience, and I think that when we talk about private sector, as was pointed out, there's a diversity of business models, which means that, because I see financing the private sector organization, one has to understand what kind of tools, what is required, what kind of tools financed by companies that operate in the agribusiness, in the food sectors. So one thing that is important is to understand that there are services in order to sometimes lower the risk and help make a business model sustainable. And we also are using IFPRI, which is a blended finance vehicle in the lowest, very low income country that we call IDA countries. Then you've got private equity. Again, we're talking about high return. And then very late, you've got financial institutions and then pension funds. So that's interesting, because as those companies develop, they might or might not have. So the return, the business model, the return on investment is what is it in those companies, and where you're going to see them active is where the return for money is to be made. That's one thing that you've got to understand. Why you're going to find beverages and not other kind of businesses in developing countries. So IFPRI for us is a tool that helps us, that provides a kind of subsidy, which means that when it's very risky for us, because I see as rating, and the business model is not sustainable, but we still want to go in there. This tool that blended finance was developed for us to be able to invest into those businesses that are riskier, for the reasons that are explained. There's the lack of visibility on the commercial viability of the project, which means there's underinvestment. The risk-reward balance is going to come up later, maybe. And so this fills the gap. Now, when we look at the value chain, agribusiness value chain, and the different stage of the value chain, we see that at least us as IFC, we tend to invest at the early stage with vehicles that are risk-sharing, loans, equity. Primary production, we often use supply chain, small orders, technical assistance, small orders, training, small orders, capacity building. Loans, equities, in the later stage, it's about food safety that we provide. And I could have added at this step what kind of that we also, for example, if I'm talking about commodity processing, we do have companies that are going to fortify the flour, that are going to fortify oil, for example. If you're talking about secondary processing, with the companies that are fortifying the foods, but also we do have plants that manufacture, for example, complementary foods. That's the example that I'm going to spend time on describing. And the fact that we invest in horticulture and proteins and dairies, etc., all these are helps support a healthier food systems, but of course those businesses come to us, and they come to us when they have a certain size, when they have a certain return investment, when they have a certain sustainability. We are not creating the businesses, we're financing them. And that's something that needs to be understood. So the sustainability of a business is extremely important. And that also is a hurdle. When in which countries, what kind of business is going to be sustainable? So these are questions that are here. But I think I'm going to spend my time onto a case study that I was involved directly in, which is everybody tries to find that gold, which is how to sell affordable, nutritious foods to the BOP, to the base of the pyramid. How can we make the nutritious food affordable to the base of the pyramid? And if we can have supply chain inclusiveness on top of it, that would be perfect. So I have here a business case which is AF Rwanda. TSM, which is a Dutch company, invested in a 45,000 ton per year plant in Rwanda that is manufacturing a complementary food based on the WFP CSV recipe. And the idea, the business model of this is that it would sell at a cost plus to the WFP and to the government of Rwanda. And that would be to reach the bottom of the base of the pyramid, those who cannot afford that food because it is actually given, it's given out. And then for, let's say, the middle of the base of the pyramid and a little higher up, we have the retail options. That means that the company is selling at an affordable price compared to what is found onto the market. For example, let's say Nestlé Cerelac. It's going to sell 10 times cheaper, at least, or closer to that, than what you can find in Rwanda, in Kigali, on the market with the Cerelac options, for example. So that's the idea. Okay. DFIs, it was a risky business because we're saying 70% institutional, 30% roughly retail. So the DFIs, the CDC, FMO, IFC, the FSP, of course, because it was risky, supported this venture with loans and equity. That's the business model. But we're talking about inclusiveness, which means that the idea was to source locally both the maize and the soybean through cooperatives. Of course, they need better inputs, so they need seed and fertilizers that they can afford. So they need loans. But to get those loans, since they are ahead of ahead of the harvest. So what we had was that AIF as an off-taker would guarantee by the contract that they would buy these everything that was produced by these cooperatives, and that they would pay directly the bank once they have gotten the harvest. And because there's still a risk that this wasn't going to be delivered, we came up with that's what we call a risk-sharing facility, so we back up those loans. And on top of it, because the capabilities were pretty low, there was a lot of technical assistance and advisory services involved in helping developing productivity in maize. And if you think this is complicated, actually it's simplified. So the result is that on the supply chain side, IF faced a lot of side selling, so they were not actually selling, even though they had signed contracts, they were not delivering. Aflatoxins infestations, and the Rwandan farmers won't grow soy anyways, so they had to buy. On the institutional buyer side, it's not a sustainable business. Actually, they're losing money right now selling to them. And on the retail side, the problem they faced was that it's a very high quality product, but because there's a lack of standards onto the market, they are competing with very lower quality products. And for the consumers, it's the same, they don't see the difference. And the company is not profitable yet. It's on that. My time.